Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Empress, and today we are doing a 2016 makeup tutorial. We are taking it way back 10 years ago to when I kind of first started doing my makeup. I tried to keep it as true to the time as possible. So yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, first we're going to start off using the Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer. Next, I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I like to use the ABH Brow Gel back in the day, and I'm just using it to lay down my brows. It's actually kind of difficult to do it how I used to, but I would just lay it down, let it dry. Then I'm going to take the iconic Dip Brow. Mine is so dry, and I'm going to start going to work on these brows. Next, I'm going to be taking the MAC Brow Styler. I used to use this back in the day too. You have to have your brows thick, dark. That is peak 2016. Next, I'm going to be taking my NARS concealer in the shade Caramel, and I'm just going to be carving out my brows. I still do this to this day. I just think I have my brows a little bit more natural looking. Okay, here I'm just blending out that concealer. Next, I'm going to go on my favorite foundation ever, the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Macao. Look at that shade match. I'm so happy. It looks so beautiful on your skin. One of my favorite foundations ever. It's my holy grail. So I'm just blending that in. It's going on like butter. I'm using my Real Techniques brush. And yeah, I'm just blending it in on the forehead, down to the jawline. And I used to honestly spend a lot of time just blending my makeup just to make sure it looked nice. Next, I'm going in with some concealer again, and I'm just going to use that on my eyes. I'm going to prime for my eyeshadow, and I'm just blending that out with my favorite e.l.f. brush. This is the star of the show. This is the Modern Renaissance palette. Don't judge. It's been through a lot, but look at her. She's beautiful. This is actually my second palette. This is iconic, revolutionary. This was our Danessa Myricks palette before we had Danessa Myricks. So, all right, so first I'm going to be taking Burnt Orange. It's an orangey brown color, and I'm going to be applying that in the crease. Next, I'm going to be taking Raw Sienna, and I'm going to be applying that in the front part of the eye. These shadows are very powdery, but they are very pigmented. So yeah, next I'm going to be going in with the shade Red Ochre. It's a nice brick red, and I'm going to be applying that to the outer portion of the eye as well as the front inner portion of the eye, and I'm just blending that out. And I used to just use the brushes that came with the palette. Do you guys remember when our palettes used to come with brushes? So I'm deepening up that the color on the edge of my eye with the shade Love Letter. It's kind of like a magenta pink, but it's kind of deep. So I'm just deepening up that halo eye and working it in. That way it looks more dimensional. So then I'm going back in with my transition colors, Raw Sienna, and I'm kind of blending over the top of those colors just so it blends and it doesn't look so harsh. So that's kind of all I'm doing in this step. Next, I'm just going underneath my waterline and I'm smoking it out. I'm using Red Ochre, that red shade. Now for the fun part, I'm going to take my concealer to prep for my halo eye. I used to like to do this step to get the eyeshadow to really pop. So I'm blending it out. Next, I'm going to wet my brush with some setting spray. And I'm going to go into one of my favorite gold shades, Primavera. I used to wear this out for my brow highlight, for the inner corner of my eye. This was the jam. Look at that. Look how nice it looks. So then I'm going back into Red Ochre, and I'm just blending it out, making it look a little bit more seamless. Now we are going to move on to eyeliner. I used to use gel eyeliner back in the day. I had a Maybelline one, the Maybelline Tattoo gel eyeliner. That was the best. But I only had my Kat Von D gel eyeliner, and I'm just using an angled brush, and I am just working really diligently trying to get this eyeliner perfect and straight and even, and it's so hard. I can't believe I used to do this every day and just go to class at like 11 a.m. Like, this is a lot of work. So I'm just trying to get it nice and blended and making sure that it looks smooth and sharp and nice and dark. That was peak 2016. You had to have thick, dark eyeliner. So now I'm going back in with the concealer, and I am just using it to highlight my face. So I'm using it underneath my eyes, on my nose, around my mouth, on my forehead. Like, this is crazy. Look at this. I was probably going to go to class somewhere in this look and just prance around the city. So now I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm blending out that concealer. The key is just to blend. And I used to do that even in 2016. I knew I had enough sense to blend out my concealer. So that's all I'm doing. I'm having a little dance break. Side note, if you guys haven't listened to Don Toliver's new album, it's so, so good. Make sure you check it out. Give it a listen. I'm just making sure that concealer is helping my eyeliner look nice and sharp. Next, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to really bake, like powder, 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 powder. That's what we were told back then, so we just put it on in multiple layers and multiple steps. And I kind of used my powder to kind of do like a reverse contour on my nose before I actually went in with my bronzer. Next, I'm going in with this old palette. I still have it. I haven't even hit pan on it. And it's actually a MAC bronzer cheek palette. And I'm just using that bronzer to just bronze up my cheek. And I'm using it on my forehead as well. Bronzer was a big deal back in 2016. And I'm kind of sad because my footage of me doing my highlighter mascara got deleted. But just know we were highlighted to the gods. I used the ABH highlighter palette. I just mixed around on the shades and I was highlighting it up. So here I'm just, doing some bronzer on my nose, kind of like trying to contour my nose. I'm brushing away all that powder. And as I said, my footage got deleted. But yeah, highlighter was the thing in the inner corners, on the brow bones, on the cheek, on the nose, on the lips. That was the vibe. So here I'm just taking in some translucent powder just to match the rest of my skin, and I'm applying that all over the outer part of my face. Yeah, so I actually didn't realize like how different I used to do my makeup than how I do it now, and how much more refined my technique is. So here I'm just going in with some setting spray. This was going to tie in everything. As you can see, I got my mascara, I got my highlighter on, and now I'm moving on to lips. So liquid lipstick used to be the thing, and I'm using the ABH lipstick, no liner, no lip liner, of course. And I'm just going over it with some pink lip gloss, and that's what I would do.
Okay, you guys, that is all for the 2016 makeup tutorial. It actually was a little bit more difficult than I thought, undoing all the techniques I've learned over the years, but it's been pretty fun. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great time with me too. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.